Alright, you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
What was your first passion?
Teaching.
Teaching?
Yeah, teaching.
Like wanting to be a teacher? Yeah.
Becoming a teacher was my first passion
Yeah.
in life, yeah.
Where do you want to be a teacher? Like what grade level?
Kindergarten.
Just kindergarten?
Yeah. Kindergarten, maybe first.
My first passion?
Yes.
I was very into dance when I was younger,
Yeah.
and I wanted to be a dancer and move to New York City, but I really wasn't that good, so that didn't happen. I guess that would have been my first passion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that same passion anymore though.
No. Kind of the point. It's no bad questions or anything. It's just.
I know, but I don't think I mean, I can talk all day long, but I don't feel as if I'm good at.
Okay.
I'm not as good as your mother is.
At talking?
And no, yeah, right.
Oh. Okay. You ready?
Yeah, why'd you have that on?
My phone?
Uh-huh.
The questions are on here.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Okay.
What was your first passion in your life?
Oh my.
It's okay if you don't have an answer.
Probably swimming.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did you do that at your school? Or?
No, we had a lake where
yeah.
I grew up, and my dad was a big swimmer. He
Yeah.
loved to swim. And then later, because I was from a small town, later they did build a pool
Mm-hmm.
in town. And so we were members of that. Of course, you had to be a member.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't just open to the general public.
Of course not.
Of course not, right.
What is the most meaningful movie to you that you've seen? Or like your favorite?
Favorite? The Harry Potter movies.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like those movies.
Why do you like them so much?
I mean, it's like magical.
Yeah?
I don't know, I just like them.
Mm-hmm.
They're fun to watch,
Yeah?
and they have so much stuff that you can buy with it.
Yeah.
It's got really dark in here.
Yeah.
Most meaningful movie?
Yeah, it doesn't. not necessarily the
Well, I think it would be Steel Magnolias. It was a movie that came out, I think in the late 80s, early 90s, I guess, and it was about Southern women and how they're strong, and just how women are strong and handle things.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that movie. I think it says a lot.
Well, I liked What About Bob?
Yeah.
It was just, but it's not all that meaningful. It's not very thought-provoking, but I do like that movie. It
Me
just
too.
it just makes me laugh, you know, and I like to laugh.
Yeah.
And so I wish I could come up with a more sort of.
It's a good answer. It's not what I would have expected, I guess.
No, you didn't?
What About Bob? I mean, it's a great movie.
I know.
Isn't it Robin Williams?
No.
Or Bill Murray?
Yeah,
I get those mixed up
Yeah.
for some reason.
yeah. Well, they're both excellent
I know.
actors.
What is a most meaningful album to you or artist if you don't have a specific
I
album?
don't have a specific album of hers. By Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no. Reputation.
Reputation.
By Taylor Swift. It was
Yeah.
when I first started liking her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I went to that concert and stuff. So when I hear the songs, it
Wasn't that at the Brown Stadium? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking, oh, this is a Brown Stadium. I was thinking, I'm about to see Taylor Swift.
Well, yeah, but okay. Song.
Well, I really like Counting Crows,
Mm-hmm.
and I like their music, and a lot of the songs sort of, I guess, resonate with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then after COVID, and it was like we finally were coming out of it, and we were going to be able to go to school again and do all that. There's a song that called Long December, and it really resonated with me that like that's kind of what we had been dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be that.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, now it's gone out of my head. Her last album was Pearl,
Yeah.
Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And I'm not exactly sure why I love that, but I could listen to it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I had a friend that told me, this was when we were living in Alliance, and I might have been pregnant with your mom. But anyway, so it was a long time ago, and my friend Hazel said if I didn't quit playing that while we were talking on the phone, she'd have to hang up because she was sick of it. So, but I can still play it over and over.
You just keep flipping it over?
I did. I guess I did. Yeah. But now, you can it'll just keep playing.
I know, but A, B, A, B.
Right. I guess. I guess that's what I did. I'm not sure.
What was the scariest moment of your life? If you can think of one.
Yeah, when I was doing softball
Yeah.
and I didn't have my ticket, Mom had it and she was in the stadium.
Yeah.
And we were like doing the walk around thing.
Yeah.
And the guy wouldn't let me in to see my mom, and I thought I was going to be left out there.
Oh my gosh.
It was really scary.
Yeah.
Or when I almost drowned.
Where did you almost drown?
At the lake, I went under this raft.
Oh, yeah.
And Dad, I grabbed my hand and pulled me out.
Yeah.
I almost drowned.
Okay. What was the scariest moment of your life? Or something that's scary?
I think the scariest moment would have to be when I fell down the stairs carrying Eleanor.
Yeah.
That was very scary for me. I mean, I couldn't walk, and it was scary because I didn't know what to do with you, and I couldn't get up, and Eleanor's head was busted.
Yeah.
It was very scary. That was probably the most scared I've ever been.
Well, I can remember a couple things. One was when your grandpa got sick, and that was tough. That was really tough. It all happened so fast, and even though when I look back on that, I think it was good that it was fast, but it was like my whole world turned upside down. And so that is the most recent situation. But when I was in high school, I think, maybe I was in college, but I was at home, and we had this cottage at this little lake in Waverly, and I was so naive, and I had met this young man. He was studying to be a pharmacist, and we had probably one pharmacy in Waverly, and he was maybe a year or so older than I was, but we went out a couple times. We dated, went out on a date, and he liked to go skiing. He liked, the boats and that, and we had a boat, and skis and all that stuff. And so we went down to the lake. And I never thought anything of it. And we had our clothes on, and then we went into the house and we changed our clothes, and then we went out to the lake, and went skiing and just rode around or whatever. I don't remember exactly what we did there. But then, when we got back in there, and I went in my room to put my clothes on, he decided he would come in that room with me.
Oh my gosh.
And yes, oh my gosh, that's right.
Yeah.
And so I was really scared. I was really scared.
Mm-hmm.
And I think back on that, and I think, oh my God, well, why were you so naive that you wouldn't have thought that? But I didn't. I didn't think that for a minute. I just thought he'd go and change his clothes, and I'd change my clothes, and then we'd go. But anyway, yeah, that was frightening.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. What is the hardest decision you ever had to make? Or something that you can think of? If you can't think of anything,
I don't really know.
it's okay. No? Okay.
I mean, like, I can think of some, but like I know I have them, but like I just can't think of them.
Okay. It's okay if you don't have
I don't know that I have one that I feel comfortable talking about on film. I don't know that I have like an actual hardest decision. But I think, you have 1,000 different little decisions you make every day that equal up to big decisions, especially when you have children.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything that you think about and everything that you want them to be and who they come out to be in the end is decisions every day that you make.
Well, I just have to be honest if you want me to be honest,
Yeah.
We have had a lot of alcoholism in our family, and I have had to make some really difficult decisions on that, dealing with alcoholism, because I did not, I had a son and I had a husband who both were addicts, and there were some hard decisions that had to be made. Then when I told Alex he couldn't live here anymore, and I sort of did that with your grandpa. I said, I can't live with this anymore like this. And eventually both of them got clean and sober. And so those were two very difficult, because they're people that you love, and it's very emotional, and it's very frightening, because lots of things can happen. People who are drinking and out on the roads and that, and it's not very healthy for you. I mean, there's a lot of things that go with that. So those were two pretty difficult decisions.
What is something that you try to do every day?
Be clean and not be stinky.
Yeah.
And drink water.
Yeah, drink water.
Yeah.
That's good.
Drink water and not brush my teeth. Deodorant eye.
That's what Mimi said. Mimi said brush your teeth.
Like, I don't want to be stinky.
Oh yeah.
I try and be a good, caring person every day. I try and for you and Eleanor, I try and be there for you and pump you up. And just make you feel like, that you're great.
I make sure that I brush my teeth every day.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
because I can't stand it when I wake up.
Yeah.
My mouth tastes so terrible.
Yeah.
So I brush my teeth every day.
That's good.
And I floss, and so yeah, I do that. I drink coffee every day too.
But do you have a favorite sports memory? Anything like that? It doesn't
Yeah.
even have to be like watching sports, just like, okay.
When we were watching the Bengals game, and
Yeah.
that guy threw the ball,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
like ran all the way down.
The
It was-
fumble return?
It was crazy. I was like, oh my god. Or when that ball almost hit at the Rubber Ducks game.
Oh yeah, it was like
Boing! It scared me.
That was crazy.
Terrifying.
So, like, a personal one would be when you played baseball, and you know that really wasn't your sport, and it was difficult to sit there just game after game and you not hit the ball. And I remember then you hit the ball and everybody cheered. Like people on the other team cheered, like everybody cheered. And I just thought, you know, how nice that was that, you know, those kids cheered for you. But and then the other, I think, best sports memory is when the Cavs won. When we were here.
2016.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I mean, I feel like I've had a lot, you
Yeah.
know, but not one necessarily.
Back in Alabama.
Yeah, well, right. You know, I have had, you know, some really great experiences with that, and exciting, and the games were fun, and they were this and that. And I mean, I think this last time with Mount Union's basketball team, I was excited about that because it's the first time in history for them. And so I guess those would be, I was trying to think. Now, I used to play softball, and we lived in Tuscaloosa, and I was the pitcher, and it was slow pitch,
Yeah.
so I wasn't whipping my arm all over the place. But that was fun. That was fun. And I wasn't a great player, but I was dedicated. And, you know, I wasn't the best pitcher around, but I usually got to pitch every game.
Yeah.
So, so that was, you know, that was fun. That was you know, I think back on that and I think that was a fun time. I was in my 30s. And I had never really played because growing up, we didn't have girls basketball and softball and all that stuff
Yeah.
like they do now.
Mhm.
I'm grateful that they do now.